Bay. No tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught here by Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now back to throw. Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On 2nd down, Dillon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the Packers' 43-yard line.
Set, ready. 38. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Black Ultra.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Okay, right?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw.
Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their cabinets. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got some and now off to the races down the right side.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And it's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He hits Adams, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
2nd and 3. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
And it's now 21-7.
Packers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw here.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Amari Rodgers from 10 yards out. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock before the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And now a fumble. The ball's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Josiah DeGuara, 48 yards. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Jacobs going to try the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Dillon up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. He'll drop to throw. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
130 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively, as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, 59 yards.
And the Raiders use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw again. Rodgers brings it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense beat a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.